Welcome, esteemed viewers. Today we delve into a topic that can help you shine brighter in your professional life. We're uncovering the secrets of confident communication at work. In the bustling world of business, conveying your ideas with confidence can make the difference between success and mediocrity. We're going to break this down into 4 easy-to-follow steps, making it as simple as possible for you to master this crucial skill. Before we dive in, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Do you always feel confident at work? Step 1 is about understanding your unique communication style. Now, why is this important? Well, knowing how you naturally communicate is like having a compass in your journey towards confident communication. It allows you to navigate your interactions, both professional and personal, with more ease and assurance. Let's look at some of these communication styles. Firstly, we have the direct communicators. These individuals are straightforward, to the point, and they value efficiency and results. If you're often told that you're blunt or no-nonsense, you might lean towards this style. Next up are initiating communicators. These are your social butterflies. They're enthusiastic, outgoing, and they thrive on personal connections. If you love brainstorming sessions and networking events, you could be an initiating communicator. Then we have supportive communicators. These individuals are empathetic, patient, and they're great listeners. If you're the person colleagues turn to for advice or a listening ear, this could be your style. Lastly, we have analytical communicators. They are detail-oriented, logical, and they value accuracy and thoroughness. If you're a fan of data, statistics, and concrete facts, you might be an analytical communicator. Now, you might see a bit of yourself in more than one style, and that's perfectly all right. Most of us have a dominant style, but can flex into others depending on the situation. The key is to recognize your natural tendencies and understand how they can both aid and hinder your communication. Understanding your own style can also help you appreciate the styles of others. This awareness can reduce misunderstandings and friction, leading to smoother, more effective communication. Furthermore, when you are aware of your communication style, you can work on strengthening its positive aspects and mitigating the negatives. This not only boosts your confidence, but also makes you a more adaptable and effective communicator. Remember, understanding your communication style is the first step towards confident communication. Moving on to step 2, it's time to master the art of active listening. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is active listening? Well, it's more than just hearing what someone is saying. It's about fully engaging with the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. Active listening is like a two-way street. It's not just about you taking in information, but also about giving feedback that shows you're truly tuned in. This skill can greatly enhance your communication abilities and, in turn, boost your confidence at work. So, how can you be an effective active listener? First and foremost, give your full attention to the speaker. This means eliminating distractions, whether it's your phone, your computer, or even your own thoughts. Remember, communication isn't just verbal. Non-verbal cues, such as maintaining eye contact, nodding your head, and maintaining an open posture, can signal to the speaker that you're fully engaged. Secondly, wait for the speaker to finish before responding. It's tempting to interrupt, especially when you have something important to say, but patience is key in active listening. Let the speaker express their thoughts completely. This shows respect for their ideas and encourages open dialogue. Thirdly, reflect and clarify. Paraphrase what you've heard to ensure you've understood correctly. Ask clarifying questions if you're unsure. This not only ensures you're on the same page, but also shows the speaker that you're invested in understanding their perspective. Finally, provide feedback. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything said, but providing thoughtful responses shows you've truly listened and engaged with the speaker's ideas. Now, mastering these skills won't happen overnight. It takes time and practice. But remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So start implementing these tips in your daily conversations and watch your communication skills and confidence grow. Mastering active listening not only makes you a better communicator, but also a more confident one. Step 3 is all about being clear and concise in your communication. In the grand game of communication, clarity and brevity are your best allies. Why, you ask? Well, imagine you're trying to explain a process to a colleague. If you're unclear, they might not understand what you're saying. If you're long-winded, they might lose interest or get lost in the details. But if you're clear and concise, your colleague will grasp your point swiftly and accurately. So how do we achieve this clarity and brevity in our communication? Here are a few tips. Firstly, know your message. Before you start talking or writing, take a moment to clearly define what you want to communicate. This will serve as your guiding light, helping you stay on point and avoid unnecessary detours. Next, use simple language. Big words and complex sentences might make you sound smart, but they can also confuse your audience. Remember, your goal is to be understood, not to impress. So use words that are easy to understand and sentences that are easy to follow. Another tip is to get straight to the point. Don't beat around the bush. If you have something to say it. Your audience will appreciate your directness. And finally, keep it short. The less you say, the more likely your audience will remember. So strive for brevity. Cut out unnecessary words, stick to one idea per sentence, and avoid repeating yourself. Now you might be wondering, how can being clear and concise boost your confidence? Well, when you communicate effectively, people understand you better. This leads to fewer misunderstandings, less confusion, and more successful interactions. And nothing boosts confidence like success, so there you have it. To communicate confidently at work, you need to be clear and concise. Know your message, use simple language, get straight to the point, and keep it short. With these strategies, you'll not only communicate more effectively, but you'll also feel more confident doing so. Being clear and concise in your communication can significantly enhance your confidence. Finally, step 4 is about practicing your communication skills regularly. But why is practice so important, you may ask? Well, let's take a moment to unravel this. It's simple, really. Just as a musician practices their scales or a runner trains for a marathon, practicing communication is key to mastering it. Imagine trying to play a complex piece of music without ever having practiced the piano. Sounds challenging, right? The same applies to communication. The more you practice, the more comfortable and skilled you become. Over time, you'll notice yourself gaining confidence, not just in your abilities, but also in the way you carry yourself. But how can you effectively practice communication skills, you may wonder? Well, there are several ways. One of the simplest and most effective methods is to engage in regular, meaningful conversations, whether it's a discussion with a colleague, a presentation to a client, or an informal chat with a friend. Every interaction is an opportunity to practice and refine your communication skills. Another effective method is to seek feedback. This could be from a trusted colleague, a mentor, or even a professional coach. Constructive feedback can provide invaluable insights into your communication style and highlight areas for improvement. Practicing in front of a mirror can also be incredibly helpful. It allows you to observe your body language and facial expressions, both of which play a crucial role in communication. And let's not forget the power of reading. Diving into a good book can not only enrich your vocabulary, but also expose you to different styles of communication. In the end, regular practice is about making communication a habit. And just like any other habit, it gets easier with time. Remember, practice makes perfect. And regular practice can significantly boost your communication confidence. So don't shy away from opportunities to communicate. Embrace them, learn from them, and watch as your confidence grows. So there you have it, 4 steps to communicate confidently at work. Let's take a moment to recap. First, understanding your communication style is the foundation. It's about recognizing your strengths and weaknesses and making the necessary adjustments to improve. No two individuals communicate in the exact same way, and that's the beauty of it. You have your own unique style, and understanding it can help you communicate more effectively. Next, we have mastering active listening. It's not just about hearing what others are saying, but truly understanding their point of view. It's about showing empathy and making the other person feel heard. This not only builds trust, but also promotes open and honest communication. Then we discussed being clear and concise. In the professional world, time is money, so it's crucial to get your point across in the most efficient way possible. Being concise does not mean sacrificing detail, but rather it means effectively conveying your message without unnecessary fluff. Lastly, we talked about the importance of practicing regularly. Like any other skill, confident communication is not something that can be mastered overnight. It requires consistent practice and patience. but the rewards are worth the effort. Remember, confident communication is a skill that can be honed with time and practice. So start practicing today and take your professional life to new heights. Thank you for watching, and until next time.